Hi everyone, welcome back to the sunny side where we have, what do we have here? Weekly love horoscopes, right? Hypnosis style guided meditations, to help mend broken hearts and find true love. We've got some NLP and waking hypnosis tips and tricks that you can use in your daily life. And we have some fun astrology videos just like this one. Okay, whatever. Today I'm gonna rank the Zodiac's most ugly. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. The ugliest signs of the Zodiac. Hi everyone, I'm Sunny. Alright, first things first, if you want to jump directly to the list, I put timestamps in the description box below. So go ahead and do what you want to do. Next, I love all of the comments, even the off-colored ones or the bad ones or call me names. I really don't care. But I do like to read them, and I do read them to the kids, and I do help. We use it. I use it here, and some of the other. We use it to help the kids deal with bullying in school. So by all means, call me names. We use it to help the kids. Okay, next. What are we going on with? Okay, now this list is a little subjective. So to start with. Yes, it's based in an astrology. All of the lists are based in astrology. But it's still an opinion, except for, a couple of signs. So feel free to leave your own lists in the comments section below, and I might read them out on the weekly love scopes videos, the love horoscope videos that come out every Thursday on this channel, and that I write for the Echo newspapers and Kamloops. And that is the action, man. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the videos. Alright, here we go. First things first. Second things first. Well, what's ugly? Alright? Well, let's see. Obviously, I know most of you guys think that beauty is subjective. But, trust me, after a lifetime in the entertainment industry, I can assure you it's not. And there's a big difference between good looking and professionally beautiful. Just like there's a big difference between a really good musician and the personality of a rock star. And just like there's a really big difference between someone who's really, really, really smart and the guys you find in Mensa. So, it's so black and white or night and day. When you learn how to see it, it's not even fun. You just got to learn to recognize the differences and they will stand right up. Anyways, getting back to ugly, and relax, okay? First, relax. The most beautiful signs video is coming out shortly, so chill. All right, focus on. Okay. Ugly is a lot more than looks, right? Just like beauty is so much more than skin deep. But at the same time, I don't see guys lining up to ask those guys out to the prom, right? So just saying, Anyways, ugly is a personality, right? It's kind of all of the bad traits, it's the bad traits of all of the signs sort of seeping out in a constant and uncontrollable whine. And after a while, it becomes so bad that you can actually see ugly in people before they even open their mouths. If you learn to read body posture, whatever, okay? But what is it really, right? What really is ugly? And I think people... Okay, and I think, people who hold others back, for whatever reason, are the ugliest people around. That's what I believe. Remember, I'm not here anyways to judge why, and I don't really care anyways. But I do think these guys are the worst. And I guess it depends on your own personal philosophy and your own life journey. Mine, right, because I'm the one reading this, for those who care, my philosophy is definitely loud and proud. Sunshine Express coming through. Everybody's welcome on my journey. But hop on board or get out of the way, The show has to go on and we have deadlines. So that's it, that's my philosophy. So anyways, the guys, these guys on this list are people who disagree just to voice an opinion. They point out fault in everything. They complain about everything. Nothing is ever good enough. Yet at the same time, they are hypocrites. They don't necessarily focus or study or put in the hard work. They might do all of that, but not necessarily. But they complain when you do it, all right? Remember, regular people are going to love you and hate you for the exact same reasons. They will love your dedication to work and your goals, but they'll also hate you because your success came at the expense of time spent goofing off with them. You know, like they'll hate you because they'll love you because you're beautiful, and they'll hate you because you're beautiful. They'll say, oh, you know, they'll like you because you have money. They'll hate you because you have money. The exact same person will like and dislike you for the exact same reason. And that's just regular people, you know? But oh man, I pushed the button here. Let's get this back on action. Oh, not that thing. But it's, anyways, but it does hold you back, you know? So, okay, it's normal people who do this. It does hold you back, and I think it's ugly. Next, obviously, people who cannot see beyond their noses and complain when you're taking a leap of faith, these guys are ugly. I mean, who likes to be criticized for following their dreams, especially the difficult ones? Man, that bugs me. Anyways, guys who can't control themselves, you know, guys who rage out every chance they get, then apologize afterwards. You know, maybe they blame the booze or some strange circumstance, but they do it so often it's a real pain. It's ugly. I don't like to be around those guys. What else is ugly? Well, obviously constant dishonesty is ugly, right? It throws you off your path and generally disrupts the show for everyone, and it's a waste of time, and it's exceptionally weak game from weak people, you know? Stay away from it. What else? Low self-esteem. That's ugly, you know? And those guys have to watch out because low self-esteem, guys who have low self-esteem are easy targets for predators, you know? And, but you should know that already. And the predators are ugly too. It's a whole scene you don't want to be a part of. What else? Selfishness is obviously ugly, especially if it holds everyone back. And it's interesting. I think ugly is basically people who through act or admission actively disrupt others or slow the team down. That's what I think ugly is. You see, life, right? This is showtime. If you can't keep up, then go home and practice until you can keep up. And don't get upset about it, you know? You will make it when you're ready, right? Look at where we are. I own the music studio, right? This is something I know and I see every day. You will make it. Just put in a little bit of the effort, a little bit of the study, ask some questions, and you will make it. Your dreams will come true. So stop holding everyone back, you know? Or as my buddy used to say, that's someone else's destiny. You have to chase your goals, your destiny. Don't bitch and complain and whine and nonsense about someone else's dreams, someone going after their dreams. That's not your destiny. You know, focus on your path and you will get there so much faster. Anyways, whatever, blah, 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 I'm preaching, right? But here we go. Being beautiful or being ugly, whether you realize it or not, is a choice. But some of the zodiac signs, when the pressure gets too much and they realize they don't have the gas for their dreams or more than likely to validate their reality, right? They get really ugly really fast. And here they are, right? Remember to tell us your own list in the comments section below and obviously to share this video on Facebook with your friends. All right, here we go. Number 4, and this list is tight. I'm keeping it nice and short. So, okay, wait. Okay, number 4, Scorpio. Right? You got it. Many people talk about Scorpio and say they're nothing like the scorpion or the eagle or even the phoenix. All symbols of Scorpio. But did you know there's another symbol for Scorpio? It's the gray lizard. You know? And it is the lowest form of Scorpio, and man, it is just ugly. Scorpio is a super powerful sign that emits energy and influence even if they don't mean to. So imagine how bad a gray lizard Scorpio can be. They are emotionally unstable in a major way. They complain about everything. They do not follow their dreams or personal philosophies. They do not pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and they do try and hold others back. They manipulate for bad. They are controlling, and they are petty. And they see everything lined up in the world against them. The gray lizard is truly ugly, seriously. And I've seen it. These guys are abusive and bullying and controlling. They will yell and they will scream and they will break stuff. And then they will apologize, you know, because at the end of the day, they know they're wrong and they'll admit it. Because like the other signs on this list, Scorpio is about honesty and taking care of the family. And even the gray lizard knows their behavior is wrong. But it's still ugly. Even if they're sexy and mysterious and powerful, they're also arrogant, controlling, and deceptive. So, if you see a gray lizard, you know, I just stay away. Personally, they gross me out. I've seen it before. Man, it is something you want to stay away from. Number 4, the bad side of Scorpio, the gray lizard. Next, okay. Number 3, numero 3. Again, this is a tight list, and everyone from every sign can get ugly. But our next sign can get ugly on purpose. Oh yeah, and to me that's just not cool, and it lacks class. And even though I left them off both the bad boys list and the complainers list, they can definitely be ugly, and that's Sagittarius. Okay, once again, this has nothing to do with looks, right? And not every Sagittarius is ugly. I've personally known for most of my life, you know, 2 Sagittarius who are supermodels. They're very close to me. So this is definitely not about looks. You know, I personally think Sagittarius is super hot. But here we go. Sagittarius is about optimism and joy. But above everything else, Sagittarius is definitely a selfish sign. Oh yeah, and that's the good ones and the bad ones. They do not have patience. And they're both smart and psychic, and they can see the big picture a lot better than the rest of us. And if they think that you don't fit into the big picture, they will completely dismiss you. No, Sagittarius is not necessarily an outright dishonest sign like Libra or Pisces. Actually, Sagittarius, like Scorpio, they tend to be truthful to a fault. But Sagittarius will withhold information, and they will hold you back, and they do complain if they don't get their way. Man, they nag like crazy. And I've mentioned this in other videos, but it should be mentioned again. Sagittarius is flat out irresponsible. And that's the good ones, okay? The bad ones just do not care. So imagine this. You know how Aquarius looks like they don't care, but they really do? A Sagittarius looks like they do care, but they really don't. They're a lot like Leo, but Leo is gregarious. Sagittarius is just in it for themselves. They're kind of like the fire sign equivalent of Pisces. You know, Pisces is awesome in every way, you know, if they agree with you. So is Sagittarius. If they agree with you, or if they want something from you, then they are the most pleasant and inspiring sign of the entire zodiac. But if they don't agree, or if they don't want anything from you, then you're dismissed like trash. Seriously, I mean that. Now, as much as we say Leo's a sign of royalty, it's actually Sagittarius that's ruled by the color purple, which is one of the colors of royalty. And yes, Sagittarius tend to think they are, well, not necessarily better than everyone else, but they think they are above everything else. They have an inflated sense of, check this out, searching for a higher calling. You see, Pisces follows a higher calling that they can see and hear. Sagittarius is searching for what Pisces already has. And this is important stuff. Like, that's important, right? So why should they care about anything else? Like, this is important. I mean, what else? The lower half of Sagittarius is the horse. And we all know Sagittarius loves freedom and the expansive outdoors, and they have a special and almost psychic connection to animals. But they are also, like a horse, skittish, you know? And at the first sign of adversity, they just hit the boogie, you know? Gone. Poof! Like I said, completely irresponsible, and that's astrology. Nothing personal, Sag. So, why, Sunny, are these guys so ugly? Well, they don't lie, but they also don't always tell the entire truth. They see a lot. And like the rest of the signs here, they're quick to point out your mistakes and your shortcomings. But they are irresponsible, and they hate hate when you criticize them. In other words, Sagittarius can dish it out, but they cannot take it. And above all, you know, above all of that, if that's not, they lack tact and social decorum. So, again, even though Libra complete, very unpleasant and completely, 100% untrustworthy. I would never trust anything a Libra says. Libra isn't going to embarrass you or themselves in public, but Sagittarius will. And in fact, like Scorpio, Sagittarius will throw a downright horrific temper tantrum that is so ugly, you know, you will get sick every time you see them afterwards. This is easy. Number 3, Sagittarius. All right, time for some tea. Next, number 2. All right. Okay, like most of the list, number 1 is usually a unanimous decision. Like on all of these lists, number 1 is usually pretty easy. But in both public opinion and astrology. But number 2 is tough, and there are many signs that could be here. But, you know, what do you guys think, right? What do you think? Aloof Aquarius, right? Who's super arrogant, but constantly screws everything up. You know, drug addicted and constantly trying to escape reality Pisces. You know? How about always wanting to fight Aries? You know, how about those guys? What do you guys think? No, I don't think so. After careful thought and a little astrological research, it's the dark side of our brightest sign, and that is the black sun, Leo. Now I don't like to say this because Leo is so good to everyone, but when they go bad, they can be the worst, right? Actually, second worst, right? A black sun Leo will lie. They will. What does this say? They will something to. All right, what? A black sun Leo will lie. They'll hold others back. They're incredibly selfish, like way over the top selfish, you know, and like flat out greedy. You know, they want everything for themselves, and they flat out do not care. I knew a Virgo with Leo rising. You know, a Virgo with a black sun Leo rising. And she was just gross. Like, she disgusts me. Even thinking about her makes me ill. She's not only selfish and greedy, she just consumes. You know, it's gross. Food, alcohol, drugs. She consumes attention. You know, she likes to lie, steal, and this is everything, you know? She's violent, and everyone, like, and she's destructive, physically destructive to both herself and everyone around her. I'm so happy she's out of my life. I can't express it enough. What else? I've met black sun Leos with such low self-esteem, they'll say and do almost anything to make themselves look good at the expense of the truth or peace or even their own goals. This is ugly, all right? They think they are above everything. They think they can get away with everything. They think they deserve special treatment, and they complain about everything. Even stuff they like, right? They're complaining about stuff they like. All right, what else is going on? I don't really know what to say to defend them. Like, really, usually I say stuff to defend the signs. I'm going to say stuff to defend our number 1 sign. But for a black sun Leo, I really can't find any way to defend them. So number 2, nice hair, cool clothes, and you already know, right, how much I just detest it, just some of the stuff that Libra does, and how much the games of Aries just kind of bug me, you know. But you know, to knock the guys off this list, you gotta be pretty low. You gotta be pretty gross, and that's a rotten Leo. Sorry guys, I mean I love Leo, but like a black sun Leo is just like a gray lizard Scorpio. They're ugly. Alright. Okay, here we go. Yo, what's up, playa? Place your bets. Can you guess who's number 1 on this list? It should be easy. These guys, you know, well, they have a reputation for complaining about everything. You know, they are super smart, but they cannot think outside of the box. Yes, they can be psychic, but they lack the self-confidence to act on hunches. And they will hold you back and complain if you act on your hunches. You know, they distort facts to get their way, and they can be And, you know, they can be something. Even though... anyways, whatever. They distort facts to get their own way. And they can be dishonest and misleading, and they lie, cheat, and steal, even though they are afraid of getting caught. You know, they can still be dishonest. And that is, grain of salt, everyone, Virgo. Alright, in life, no one is perfect. Alright? And as much as Virgos like to say they're represented by the Virgin, which is supposed to be chaste and seeking honesty and perfection, that's not what it means. Alright? The Virgin means, think about it, right? Where does the tarot come from? Where does this whole concept come from? The Virgo means being locked away. That's what it means. Okay, are you beginning to see, right, how they distort the truth to make themselves look better? It's low self-esteem. And Virgos who have a reputation, of being, you know, the most nervous sign of the zodiac. Anyways, you know, they tend to have Virgos can have low self-esteem. I know, okay, that's being harsh, right? Virgos are actually the most cautious sign, and I think that's a good thing, you know? I think that's a good thing. I like Virgos. But confidence is the #1 across the board sign of beauty. So, how attractive do you think someone is who lacks confidence could possibly be? Think about it, you know, just saying. Personally, I like Virgos a lot. I really like Virgos. I think they're sexy, they are smart. You know, the whole worrying thing and seeing everything. I like that, you know. As a Scorpio, I like to take care of people. That's something I like. But, you know, regardless of anything I say, everyone already knows. And you guys have been telling me this long before I made this video. Virgos are the biggest complainers of the zodiac. Even worse than Cancer, which is notorious for like, okay? But Cancer doesn't think they're better than everyone else, you know, but Virgo does. And it's so offensive and gross that it could, you know, that it colors everything that they do, both the good and the bad. And Virgo really does do a lot of good. But seriously, you know, we can't all defend Virgo, you know, we can't defend everything they do. I mean, we can defend Virgo in this situation because they take in so much information that it overloads their senses. And they're always trying to help others. And a lot of the time, they're trying to help others who are decidedly not trying to help themselves. It can be extremely frustrating for a Virgo. But the constant complaining from someone who cannot see beyond their own nose, then to have them cowardly hide behind distorted facts, all the while, you know, holding everyone back, right? Because Virgo is afraid to make that leap of faith is both disruptive and just gross. It is ugly. So, take it all with a grain of salt. But our #1 ugliest sign, and believe it or not, you guys told me this long before I made the video, and that's Virgo. Alright, and that's the action, guys. Again, these lists are for fun, so go easy and take it all with a grain of salt. I'd love to hear your list, so leave them in the comments section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet or shared the videos on Facebook with your friends, I mean, what's the action? Just push the button, right? Alright, and finally, just remember that just a reminder that I read out some of the best comments and on the weekly love horoscopes video that come out every Thursday. And with that, from thesunnyside.net, I'm Sunny, reminding everyone that being ugly or being beautiful is actually a choice that emanates from the inside and shines outward to the rest of the world. And it's all up to you how you'd like to color your world anyways. Once again, I'm Sunny, wishing everyone the absolute best of a beautiful week. And I'll see you soon.